Giovanna's defense has been calculated a little bit differently in this patch due to the change to risk. So to test this out, I put full tension Giovanna up against this old bad guy combo with 0% risk and 50% risk. In the old patch, the combo do 193 damage. The results for no risk level Giovanna don't really seem to be that different because it's literally a damage change of 194. So she's like slightly less tanky, I guess. But the results with risk, and this is namely just due to risk and how it's calculated now, has a more dramatic effect here, as with 50% risk in the old patch and the 100% tension gauge buff, she would take 280 damage, quite substantial, but thanks to the changes of risk, she now takes only just above 200 in this sequence. Unlike Nagoriyuki, who I think we'll see take a little bit more damage, Giovanna should be taking about the same damage outside of how risk works now. Giovanna's big change is to the powered-up version of Sepultura after Shave, which used to have 13 frames to startup, but now only has 5, which has a lot of implications in Giovanna's kit. Starting off, you're able to combo into this empowered version of Shave now from a far heavy, which has versatility in terms of improving her overall poke, whereas before she had to use the normal version of it and get 7 more damage, but now she can do the empower version of it and get 6 more damage. In addition to that, it has some consequences in her pressure, as well as her overall combo game. Like now, you could fit this into some pretty simple combos just to get a little bit of extra damage, and while it isn't a true block string, so TPs or reversals could still beat this, you do have the option to use it as a frame trap, actually. As previously, if you tried to do this, the opponent could mash on your Shav here, but now you actually frame trap some of those mashes. Be sure to lab that out. So Poente will now put Giovanna into an aerial state earlier, so instead of getting sniped in startup and being hit on the ground for a grounded combo, now you are pretty much immediately launched into the air, which should reduce some of the rewards that various characters will get against you. Additionally, Shav will no longer trigger proximity guards, so the opponent is able to walk back while you use this move, giving them a little bit more mobility. Lastly, she also suffers from the system mechanic nerf, where she can no longer PRC overdrive without 100% tension. Overall, I'd argue that Giovanna is probably slightly improved compared to where she was in the previous patch. The enhanced Sepultura buffs are pretty nice, giving her some higher damage rewards for her pokes, a new frame trap option in her pressure as well, and she really isn't affected by too many of the system mechanic changes. She appreciates taking less damage. She's going to appreciate her pokes being a little more rewarding from the risk gauge changes initially, although, again, her combos will be a little worse if she does convert off of some of those pokes. I do think the Chav change is going to be something that maybe weakens her pressure a bit. Maybe the opponent's going to be able to wiggle a little bit more, probably contend with it a little bit, but at the same time, because of the fact that now Enhanced Sepultura has more power to it, it maybe increases the mental stack, so the opponent is going to be kept guessing during shove pressure a little bit more often now. And again, right, like you can respect it and let her then get off and empower Spiral Arrow. I can't remember the actual name of it, to get plus frames again, or you try to contest it and then you get frame trapped by the Enhanced Sepultura. That's like some basic RPS that comes to my mind for her. I think how well she performs is going to be largely based around what other characters are going to be in the top tier for this patch. And honestly, I think Giovanna is going to be doing pretty much just fine.